Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am an alcoholic, and today I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I cannot be any more grateful. I'm back here in my humble abode underneath my lights. Nice and warm here. It's still a little cold outside, but that's okay. I'm super excited for tonight's crosstalk meeting. We take our Friday night crosstalk into a treatment facility that's local to our area here. Every Tuesday night, we take that crosstalk meeting into this facility and share with the clients. And the last couple of weeks have been incredible. We've had a lot of great dialogue and conversation. And if you're unfamiliar with what we do in crosstalk, basically high-level overview, we basically have folks write down any recovery-related topics or questions anonymously on a note card, and we go through, take all these note cards, and we discuss them throughout the meeting. Now, whenever we have more topics than what we have time to discuss, Eric will always hand me the cards. And I'll bring them back here, and I'll use those cards, those topics for conversation on these morning monologues. A few weeks ago, we left the facility. Eric gave me the cards. I brought them back here and laid them here on this desk. And, one of them got mixed in with all these other papers here. And so to whoever wrote this topic, I sincerely apologize. I'm just now getting to it. I think it's about 2 weeks old. So again, I apologize, but I think it's a worthwhile topic. Surrender. What does that mean? And I remember when I first came in the rooms of recovery, one of the sayings I first remember hearing was, you have to surrender to win. I thought that was the dumbest line of horse shit I ever heard. What is that? That didn't even make sense. What does that mean? I still had a lot of alcohol up in my brain at that time, of course. So if we're talking surrender, by default, that must mean we're fighting. Fighting for, fighting against something, someone, some event, circumstance, ideology, maybe something that's victimizing us and we're fighting against. Who are we fighting for? Fighting against? Who is it? What is it? We're fighting entirely. And I think at the end of the day, I think it all comes down to we're fighting to seek control or seeking to maintain control of some event or to influence some person, individual. We're trying to control and persuade their thoughts and convince them of something. That's usually seems to be the biggest thing. But I have to ask myself, how can I possibly expect to convince or persuade or control other people when, how good of a job did I do that with myself? I mean, after all, I did end up an alcoholic, right? Did I really have control of my own life? What makes me think I could possibly control or persuade other people? Shit, looking at it from that perspective, I don't want to control or persuade other people. I don't want other people to be my responsibility. I struggle enough as it is with me. See, for many years, that was my struggle, trying to convince people, trying to persuade people that I had my shit together, when in fact, I did not. And for the record, I still don't. but that was my struggle. I'm successful here and I'm successful over here, but don't look over here where I can't control my drinking. Because that's not a problem. That's just a management problem. That's just a discipline problem. Yeah. But look over here. I'm successful. I've got my shit together. Farthest thing from the truth. And over time, that was my fight. Again, trying to convince people of that. Over time, people stopped buying that line of bullshit. Thank God they did. And so when nobody else was buying that line of BS, then the fight really upped. I really upped the ante because then I had to convince myself because I was the only one buying my bullshit, right? Or was I? I spent years trying to convince myself. Since nobody else would buy my bullshit, I have to buy my bullshit. And over time, that even kind of lost some credibility there too. Matter of fact, I stopped buying my own bullshit really in that regard. And it was about June of 2021 that I finally said, you know what? I've done everything I possibly can do. I've tried everything I possibly can. I'm done. There is no more fight left in me in this battle against my alcoholism. How is it I can be successful here, and here, but just when it comes to picking up a fucking bottle or a drink, I can't control it? How many times did you say, I'm going to stop tomorrow, and then when tomorrow came, you're like, oh shit, it's going to have to be another day. I stopped fighting and I started admitting that I was alcoholic. What did that mean? I didn't know. But I spent about a 3-week period there in June of 2021 going into July. I'd given up. I had finally surrendered. I love the line in the big book where Bill writes, alcohol beat me into a state of reasonableness. In other words, alcohol beat me to the point where I became willing to listen and to entertain other ideas. At the end of the day, we cannot control. We will never be able to control, ever be able to control what other people do, say, and think. And like as I alluded to earlier, I don't want to anymore. I'm sober. I'm almost 4 years sober, and I struggle to keep my own thoughts and my own actions in check. I don't want the responsibility of trying to control what other people do, say, and think. I don't want that. Let them say and do and think whatever they want. I have enough problems trying to manage my own, right? Fortunately, I have a higher power to help me out with that. At the end of the day, whenever you stop fighting against the very, if I stop fighting the very battles you know you're going to lose, that's when you become free to start focusing on the things that's going to bring you to the blessings that I believe God has in store for you. That's what it means to surrender to win. That's what it means to surrender. When I stop fighting against the things that I know are inevitable, when I stop going against the current of my life and I start going with it, that's usually when God will allow those waters to carry me to much broader shores and beautiful shores for sure. So with that being said, I'll let you guys go. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I cannot be any more appreciative. If there's a topic you'd like to hear discuss, feel free to drop it into an email to me, Drew, D-R-E-W, at recoveryclassroom.org. I'll take a look at it, see what we can do. And again, a quick reminder, we have our crosstalk meeting on Friday night. It's open to the general public every Friday night, 7 o'clock, 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington. We'll see you there. We'll be talking again soon. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.